Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Starting from today, we will be discussing a special topic called portals. Portal, as expressed in the scientific term, is a gateway or a doorway that you enter into that doorway in one place and then you exit in some other place. These kind of transportation mechanisms or means are available and are spoke about in the Quran and also in Hadith. And we'll talk about three of those things today. First of all, if you look at the story of Adam alayhi salam, where was Adam alayhi salam? He was in Jannah. And he was asked to leave Jannah with his wife and come down to the planet Earth. So definitely he did not come here through some kind of a rocket means. Rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered him, ihbitu, come down, descend down. So he did not have to go through all of these intergalactic bodies that are available to us in our universe. Rather, he exited the Jannah and entered the planet Earth. Simple as that. And this is Adam alayhi salam's one-way travel with his body and soul from Jannah all the way to the planet Earth. However, there are two other examples where we see the bodies with the soul leaving the planet Earth and body with the soul coming back to the planet Earth. For example, the story of Isa alayhi salam, as described in the Quran, that Isa alayhi salam was saved. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that neither you killed him nor you crucified him. So Jesus was never crucified according to Quran. Rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lifted him up in the heavens, only to return back at the time when the Dajjal will be here. He will come and he will finish Dajjal, which is also called Antichrist in the Christian scriptures. So Christians are also awaiting the return of Isa alayhi salam. And Quran and Hadith also talk about the returning of Isa alayhi salam. Now, have you ever thought about this? That Isa alayhi salam, how did he disappear? And how will he reappear? He disappeared in Jerusalem or somewhere in the modern day Palestine. But he will reappear not in the Palestine, rather in Damascus. This comes in the books of Hadith that it will be a masjid, a white color masjid with a white color minaret, and he will descend down on that minaret. So coming and going from a different portal, coming back from a different portal, and he will be coming back with angels. And he probably might have left with angels. So Isa alayhi salam's going, and he's staying in the heavens till the time whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants him to come back, and then he will come back, the time that he is destined to come back. So his going and inshallah his coming. That's another example that we find in the Quran and Hadith. And the third example is the most amazing of all three, is the example of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He left and came back, and not a second had passed on the planet Earth. No time had passed, as if the universe had come to a pause state when the Prophet left the universe and when he came back, when things started to come, only when he reached Makkah. The Prophet ﷺ's ride is no ordinary ride. It's a special ride called buraq, means it's a plural of lightnings or lights. So think about it. What would be the speed of this animal? Maybe faster than the speed of light. That's why no time was spent when he was riding this. And when he entered a dimension in which this particular ride was placed, then no time had passed, even though so many different things had occurred. So many stops he made along the way. He stopped in Jerusalem multiple times on his way up and also his way down. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala picked Jerusalem to be specific in the Aqsa compound where Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam went up in the heavens and then came down. And from where you see a masjid with a golden dome, that's exactly what was his ascension and descension point. So there must be certain points on this planet Earth where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created some doorways for you to ascend and descend. And that he didn't go in a dream, he went with his physical body. So Adam alayhi salam came down only once with his physical body. Isa alayhi salam went up once and will come down in the later times before the end of the times, because before end of times. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went and also came down. So 3 different examples are in front of us about 3 human beings who left the planet Earth, or came back to planet Earth, or both. So I hope this was something more insightful into the ayahs of the Quran that you have read. Inshallah, we will talk more about these special portals or doorways into the planet Earth or outside of the planet Earth as we explore some more stories from the Quran and the Hadith. We'll see you inshallah next time. Till then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.